Brickyard, J.W. Miller wins.
The playoffs are here. We welcome you in to North Wilkesboro Speedway, North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, as we get you ready for another 4 races to crown a champion in the Great Lakes Truck Series, the Black Horizon Truck Series. It is here and it is ready to go tonight. It is Throwback Night also here at North Wilkesboro. And of course, when it's a Throwback Night, what better sponsor than Hubats? And that's who we have tonight. It is the Hubats Throwback 180 here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway as we get you ready for 140 laps around this just over half-mile oval, the north side of North Carolina. 79 degrees, 49% humidity under partly cloudy skies. It is going to be a fun night here of racing as we get you into playoff mode, as we look to crown ourselves another champion in the Black Horizon Truck Series season. I am the captain. We hope you're having a great Wednesday evening. As good old JR likes to say, AEW Wednesday nights. It's Wednesday night, you know what that means. And here we are ready to go for some racing at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Let's look at the drivers that will be in the playoffs. You see the top 10 there: Fontaine, Strayer, Miller, Alex Cummings, Brandon Alphin, Justin Bonder, and Trey Eldridge, Aaron Smith, Brett Murphy, and Dylan Glass. The 10 drivers that will be in the playoffs. A second straight season, I should say, that Sean Peachin ends up finding a way not to make either the playoffs or the championship, unfortunately, due to an interesting situation. We'll just call it like that. So Sean misses by 1 point. But here's an interesting development tonight. We have a couple drivers not here. Aaron Smith not here tonight. Dylan Glass not here tonight. So that's going to put them behind the 8 ball when this thing gets rolling here momentarily. Qualifying going on right now out here on the track. And we'll let you know who wins the pole here in just a moment. So we'll get you ready, again, for some great racing coming up here this evening. Let's look at the playoff schedule. Starts tonight, North Wilkesboro Speedway. Next week, we hit to the Glen in Indianapolis as we finish out the round of 10 at the Speedway, of course, on April 6th, and then finishing it out at Chicagoland Speedway, our traditional ending of the season on April the 13th. So we have got some great things in store these 4 weeks. So get ready to sit back and enjoy some playoff racing here on the Captain Esports Network, as again, we appreciate everybody joining us here this evening. Another piece of big news we should talk about before we go any further. It has been announced that the Season 7 schedule has been put out, and I tell you this right now, has been put out to some mixed reviews from some of the drivers. Some love it, some not so much fans of it, but it definitely has an interesting feel to it, need we say, as we'll share that here for you in just a little bit. But I must say I'm a fan of any kind of schedule, so let's just put it like that. So I'm happy to see what they've done with it, and there it is. Gonna pop it up on screen for you. Season number 7. I think it popped up on screen. Oh, it's behind the let's do this real quickly. Bada bing, bada boom, there it is, starting Daytona on May the 4th. So we'll take about a month off, and maybe we'll have Star Wars night at Daytona, but it's actually going to be Cinco de Mayo night. Homestead on the 11th, Bristol, Knoxville, going to make our first trip there on the dirt. Darlington, Kentucky, Belle Isle, second trip on the road course there in Michigan. We'll go to Vegas, the first ever trip to Martinsville. That is coming June 29th. The All-Star race at Talladega, the 87 is going to run there. That's the All-Star race on July the 6th. Michigan, Gateway, the Red Bull Ring will be in the playoffs next season. Indianapolis and Chicagoland again in August, finishing out the schedule for season number 7 as we get that underway. So that is the way it looks. And give me 1 second here, and we'll go over the starting lineup for tonight's race. All right, back we are. And we get you ready for the starting lineup. And how about this? We have TIX Racing on the front row. Brandon Alfin, Jason, or Bryce McCune. Usually I change this. For some reason I keep forgetting to change it tonight. We'll start on row 1. Justin Bonder at Sam Fontaine. They'll take row number 2. That's, the top 5 cars, all playoff drivers. As, for some reason, Eldridge didn't update. Bonder and Fontaine, row number 2. Trey Eldridge, Matt Telder, row 3. Row 4, Alex Cummings and Jason Dalton. J.W. Miller and Chris Evans in row 5. Sean Peachin and Tim Abril, they will take row number 6. Row 7, Cam Ingram, Lucas Strayer. Row 8, Ben Pierce, Travis Ikavachi. Brett Murphy, Cedric Ingram, row number 9. Row 10, we'll see Drift and Robert Lukens, I believe, and then Tyler Brewer will start 11. So Brett Murphy, unfortunately, going to be the worst of the starters on the grid. Tonight going to be a relatively short race, 140 laps, that's it. And that will be race number 1. Reason Trey's name did not save up there. All right, that works. There we go. Going to get 1 to go this time by. As we get ready to start the 4th playoffs in this league's history. Feels like it was just yesterday we got the playoffs started in this league for the first time ever. But tonight, for the first time, TIX has the front row as we come off turn 4. Throwback night. It's the Hoobats 180 North Wilkesboro. Let's go. Of course, as usual, our cameras tonight presented by Track Cams for Gourmet. You can check them out online at trackcams22.com. Also on Facebook and on the iRacing forums. You'll notice next to the names where you see the letter P, that means playoffs. Those are the drivers in the playoffs. Often out to about a 4/10 of a second lead. Now, one thing about this track, and if you're a fan of old school racing, you might say, I don't remember North Wilkesboro being a track that you could stretch it out a little bit. Well, it is one of those tracks, believe it or not, and you're going to see multi-groove racing here. You're going to see these trucks stretch it out tonight. You're going to see trucks up top, trucks in the middle, trucks on the bottom, trucks everywhere throughout this race. That's what makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. And a lot of throwback schemes that we'll talk about. The 00 there And the Millennium team honoring the DEI team. Yes, that is the Sideways 8 on the 00 Ben Pierce. As caution on the track. Robert Lukens has gone spinning on the back straightaway. Lukens bringing out the first caution of the night. Let's see what happens to the 3. Here we go, loop-de-loo in front of Tyler Brewer. Keeps it out of the inside barrier. And the Virginia driver going to bring out the first caution, a self-spin. Maybe trying to do a Danny Sullivan impersonation, who knows? You see, I talked about the colors on the Millennium team. There's a Paul Menard throwback for the 11 of Bondurant tonight. You go back to, let's go back through some of these throwbacks. How about the Darrell Waltrip throwback here on the Sam Fontaine truck? There's a, I believe that's a Kenny Schrader throwback there on the 92. A Federated Auto Parts throwback, I believe. Telder running a Jeff Burton Exide throwback. Alex Cummings throwing back to himself. Some people do that. Jason Dalton doing the same. JW doing the same. Sean Peachin. He is throwing back to... He's got me on this one. He's definitely got the gold rolling there, I'll say. He's got the Bud truck out. Chris Evans, he's running... I think it's a throwback to one of his older paint schemes a couple seasons ago right there, that 98 truck. There's a Martin Truex Jr. number 1 from Lucas Strayer. Cavachi, I think, doing a throwback to himself there potentially. I started to talk about Pierce. There's a Eric Almirola throwback, I believe, for Brett Murphy. Cedric Ingram. And there's a Kevin Harvick throwback from Tyler Brewer. Drift, always throwing back to himself. And Jason Clark throwing back to smoke. Ah, thank you. An Ayrton Senna throwback for Ben Peachin. All right, pace truck going to pull off this time around. Drift coming down pit road, doing drift things. Getting gas, topping her off just in case. As Alphin's going to lead him back to the green flag here. Bondurant right there on his tail. Fontaine, a great short track racer on the outside there of the 11 as Alphin gets a good jump. Yeah, I was going to say, that's a pretty slick gold machine there. Telder, another pretty good short track driver in the 17 truck in front of his old boss there, Jason Dalton. Trey Eldridge also there side by side. There's Alex Cummings inside. Everybody giving plenty of room out here. I talked about the high side coming to work a little bit there. Look at Sean Peachin roll the top side on Alex Cummings. Sean still fighting for that first career victory. And he knows one of these days the luck will change. Go down the hill to turn 1. And look at Fontaine. He's already gone by Bondurant for third. Now inside Bryce McCune for second. Now they're leaning on each other. As a 13 is spun over on the back straightaway, Travis Icavacci trying to get back on track without causing an issue here, staying in the grass. That might actually keep this green out. Smart move on his part. He's going to lose a lap. Now he's going to be able to rejoin and keep the green flag out. So classy and smart move on his part. As this battle for second rages on. Bondurant trying to get by also. Let's see what happened to Travis real quick. Well, Travis goes spinsy off turn 2. Noses are down into the Armco. Back here, Trey Eldridge looking topside on Dalton. Dalton leans up there on the 92. You see the 21 there behind him. Front four have single filed themselves out up ahead as Telder and Eldridge, Dalton, those guys all have gone single file. Getting the first of 4 rounds in the playoffs. 10 drivers will drop down to 4 at the end of race number 3, the Indianapolis race, and those 4 drivers will go for the championship. And this season with Zach Allman not in the running, this will make it more than likely our 5th champion in 6 seasons of the league. As Eldridge continuing to put pressure on Telder. Telder kind of adopting the name of Mr. Excitement from Jimmy Spencer. Up front, the teammates going at it, and look at this. There's that top groove coming into work now as Fontaine's going to clear McCune. Because of this top groove, it has made North Wilkesboro probably my favorite short track in this sim. Like, I cannot remember the life of me back in the 80s and 90s racing being this far up the track at this track. I mean, I remember you had to paint that white line the whole entire time. Fontaine diving to the bottom. See if he can slide up, he will. Sam Fontaine to the front, lap 25. And McCune, who's a short track racer himself up in Michigan, gets a little loose. Able to hold on, but he's going to lose third in the process. Up right there. Let's look back here as the Grit Toyota, the 1 truck, Lucas Strayer, one of the many first-time winners this season, making a pass on the 7 of Cam Ingram. Oh, and caution is out. Caution. And it looks like Cedric Ingram may be involved. Looks like the 33 of Lukens. Brett Murphy get a piece of it? He sure did. Look at that left front. First issues for playoff drivers right here. That truck's all skewed. Looks like drift might be involved also. Let's see and go back and roll the beautiful bean footage. Oh, this 10, it steps out. Oh, he goes into the wall hard, and the 98 gets hit by Ingram, and then we have a track blocker. Brewer's going to sneak through. And we are going to see some trucks come to pit road here. You look at the replay one more time. Justin Bondurant is on pit road. He just overcorrects it, unfortunately. All right, so Bondo came to pit road there. 4 tires and fuel, it looks like, for the 11 truck. Also drift on pit road, probably getting some damage fixed. Cedric Ingram doing the same. Ike Avachi, I believe, got the lucky dog here. Should have. I think he's only truck a lap down. Unless I missed something. As I mentioned, it's going to be one of the shorter races that you're going to see in this league tonight here. Only 140 laps in this race, and already almost to 100 laps to go. We had 21 trucks start. You see 5 of the top 10 trucks right now in the top 10 are playoff drivers. Brett Murphy, the first of those to have issues here, now in the 21st position back there. Brett coming off one of his better runs last week at Michigan in a top 10 finish there. As the pace car pulls back in, and it will be Fontaine leading them back to the green flag. As the 92 of Eldridge, the 4 of Dalton jumping into the picture now here. Sean Peachin also. Last week we snapped the streak at 10 races. We made 9 different winners in 10 races. Alex Cummings picking up his first oval win in his career at the Michigan Speedway, of course, here in the league. He had won both dirt races he had started in prior to that. And here's Fontaine tonight looking to go 2 for 2 now in a row on repeat winners. Oh, Peachin leaning up against Dalton. At Black Horizon Brewery number 21. We ride with Dalton. The man's had terrible luck all season. I hope he has a good run tonight. He deserves it. Dalton, one of the nicest guys you can get around until you poke the bear too many times. Let's just put it like that. You poke the bear too many times, he gets mad. Ooh, a little loosey-goosey off them corners. Got to be careful with the wheel spin now. See the teammates battling up ahead there for second. Also got the fight back here. J.W. Miller, Lucas Strayer, and Bondurant working his way up here through with tires. As the teammates sort themselves out, McCune getting by Alphin for second, and McCune almost drives it too deep into 1. And Robert Lukens bringing the 33 to pit road. Not sure what's going on there. Matt Telder driving underneath for 3rd. Telder once again starting his I'm going to finish 11th in the points tour. Alphin doing a good job holding that high line. Again, what that does is cause the truck on the bottom not to be able to drive all the way up the track off the corner, and it kind of cuts speed down a little bit. There's the 92 of Eldridge. Tries to roll the outside of Telder. Oh, almost leaning on each other. one truck down at the bottom. I think that was Lucan's. Oh, now trouble. Bondurant. Also Telder involved. I think that's two separate incidents. Jason Dalton might have got a piece also. Caution out. Third time. I saw Bondurant go off the track. Oh, this time it wasn't so lucky. Telder gets hooked into the wall. Alex Cummings, Dalton, Eldridge. And now leaders are on pit road. We'll come back to the replay. Cam Ingram, real quick pit stop off pit road. Race off, Bryce McCune. We did have some trucks stay out. All right, let's see the caution again, how this all transpires. Telder, I think, was just trying to get in. I don't know if he was getting in too deep, but it was sliding a truck up, and let's see. Contact made, he gets hooked. Alex Cummings, I do not think made contact. How about this into 63? Wow. Code Brown, 63, Code Brown. All right, so Cedric Ingram stays out. He pitted 14 laps ago. Lap number 30, he came in and got himself a set of tires. Uh-oh, being told to watch JW's eye on board. Let's go to the Miller. He's pretty good at missing these things. There's where the 11 hits the wall. Go bottom! That's probably a pretty smart move. He just gained like 10 spots out of that. That's pretty impressive. All right, coming back to the green, lap 48. You wonder how many more stops you're going to see out of these guys with the tires. Not sure how much wear they're getting, but Cedric going to lead him to the green. Second straight week, he's leading a GLSR race, which, by the way, you didn't get a chance to do it tonight. You still have a chance to go bid on fantasy picks. Not really bidding on anything. You're putting your picks in. Your chance to win a prize from Major's Garage and also a butt kicker. A pretty good deal there. All you got to do is go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com, sign up for fantasy racing. Thanks to Major's Garage, and of course, butt kicker for being a part of it. Is Cedric now 3 wide as Bryce McCune takes over to lead, and here come the new tires. Oh, little contact, largy bargy. I'm sure Cedric is pretty uncomfortable right now in that spot. Everybody does a great job getting around it. Meanwhile, up front, Fontaine inside of McCune. McCune running a Larson line almost. John Peachin up to the 4th position. J.W. Miller up to 5th. Never thought I'd say this in North Wilkesboro. Will we see a slide job potentially? Up, no caution out, trouble. The 88, Tim Averill, has gone spin-a-rooney over on the front straightaway. And I think Cam Ingram also involved along with Telder. No, Telder's already on pit road. Never mind. My apologies. But Cam Ingram definitely involved. So I think we had teammates potentially in this. Oh, we might have had father's son in this also. Oh, the 1 and 88 come together. Alex Cummings comes. Oh, Cam Ingram gets in there. Also Chris Evans. Tim Averill does a great job locking it down, and everybody runs into everybody around him. Tim Averill still with the longest team name in all of racing history. Everybody does a great job checking up, and then Cam comes in there a little hot. And unfortunately for him, it looks like his night's going to be over. Cedric Ingram might be in trouble. But some of these guys either getting tires or getting damage fixed. Alex Cummings not so lucky this time around. All right, let's talk to a playoff driver here. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk to the number 1 playoff guy. And I say that from the standpoint of he is the man who, when you look at the point standings, led them all coming into this race. Here you see it up top there, Sammy Fontaine. Mr. Gru, as I like to call him, KJD2 Racing. Let's have a word with the French-Canadian driver. Sam, you got a copy, buddy? You're definitely showing that short track prowess of yours up here running in the front. You and Bryce and Brandon, you guys having a pretty good battle up here for the lead. What's it going to take for you to go get this one here and start out the playoffs with a win?
Yeah, man, just trying to have fun with the guys, and I think just being consistent and being patient, that's going to be the key.
How much did you learn from last season? Because you made the Final Four, obviously looking like one of the favorites to do it again.
Yeah, a lot of experience, I think, but mostly on big tracks, which is going to be really useful for the last one of this season. Hopefully we can make it happen. So.
There you go. All right, get ready to go back to green. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Sammy Fontaine there. As Bryce going to take the high groove here, so. As we wrap up the 4th caution. At lap 59, here we go. Bryce on it. Fontaine, good restart for his side. And here comes Sean Peachin, driving it deep on the outside. He should be able to clear Bryce here for 3rd. And much like when you race at Bristol, the inside of the 2nd row might be the worst spot to be in this race. Well, Peachin goes to 3rd. Here comes the battle for the lead still. Fontaine putting pressure on. Oh, one truck back there in the grass. Saikavachi does a good job. Oh, nope, never mind. He goes around. And that'll bring caution out for the 5th time. He had it saved, it looked like, and then around she goes. Oh, a little loosey-goosey there off turn 2, goes into 3. A little too much rear brake there, but then all of a sudden the back end comes back around again. Truck not cooperating with him. Oh, look at this. Fontaine's coming to pit road. Oh, the first one to go off strategy. Going to bring Evans, Bonder at Drift, and Alex Cummings and Jason Dalton all with him. He's going to take tires. Just 6 laps away from the halfway point. And Fontaine decides to dive on in here and get him for Mr. Feelgood. So we'll see what kind of strategy that plays out for him. Sean Peachin is tonight. He's gained 9 spots. And needless to say, Sean's a little motivated again. Did not make the playoffs by 1 point. You can think of so many different factors that have played into that 1 point. But obviously, Sean not too thrilled about it. He's here to show tonight that he deserves to be in the playoffs and wants to steal some wins away. He wants to get that first career win. And for the life of a good dude that deserves it, I hope he gets this win tonight. Here we go. Pace truck is off and back to racing. 3 laps from halfway. Good start from McCune. Eldridge going to jump up to second. Look at the one. Lucas Strayer has climbed up to the 5th position. J.W. Miller up to 6th. There's the 00. Ben Pierce up to 7th now. Pierce doing a great job there in the double lot. A little bit of right side damage there, but otherwise doing okay. Look at Fontaine. Here comes the 4, Mr. Feelgoods. Lap times around here at about 18 seconds right now. Fontaine up to 7th, looking for 6th on J.W. Miller. For a second, I thought they were going to try 3 wide on Strayer. The cooler heads prevailed there. Strayer getting a little loose loose top side there. You see a little right rear damage on that car. And J.W. Miller going to slide by also. Now, other trucks did come to pit road under that caution, but none of them took tires like Sam Fontaine. Back here, battle for the 12th position. Alex Cummings outside of Chris Evans in a 98. And as per any other race, the trucks that do not have an issue that are in the playoffs sitting up there towards the front. The ones that have had some kind of issue back a little bit there. Alex in 12th. You see Justin Bondurant's a lap down. Brett Murphy is yet to return to the race, I believe. No, he's on track. I'm sorry. Never mind. He's still on track. As Telder's gone off track and has jumped to the pits. No caution. Break there for the 17. And look at this. Fontaine up to 4th now. He's doing it in a very Fontaine way, very quietly, just passing people one at a time. That's how much of a fight the 21 can put on him here. Oh, Sean clipping the wall just a little bit there. Actually got a pretty good ton there. Looks like he scraped the paint off the 21 there. That allows Fontaine to go by. I'm sure Sean not too happy with himself after that one. %40 of the races this season have had a first-time winner. Look up here in the top 2 right now. Bryce McCune has not gone to victory lane in this series. Neither has Trey Eldridge. I'm sure Trey Eldridge has a little bit of a cheerleader up there in the booth next to me. Mr. Jason Clark, as he took over for Clark this season. You know, obviously, us, the admins and broadcasters are unbiased here. I'm sure there's that little piece of Clark inside. It's like, go Trey, go. Go Trey, go. Back here now, battle for 4th. You wonder how much Sean hurt his truck. He holds off Alphen for the 4th position here. Miller going to try to rotate the high side here. Got to his quarter. And then drifts up the track. Unfortunately, going to lose that momentum he had there. All right, now, first time tonight, leaders in lap traffic now. 33 of Robert Lukens, the 10 of Brett Murphy. Oh, look at the fresh tires there. Slide right in as Fontaine to get to the quarter panel. Should be able to take second. Now, obviously, it has not been easy for Fontaine as it's taken about 20 laps to get through this field. Miller with the 91. Oh, caution now. Brent Murphy has gone around, and that is going to hurt the strategy of Fontaine, I think. As once again, unfortunately, the playoff driver not having a good night in North Wilkesboro. Goes up, hits the outside wall here. Trying to let these trucks go on by. Oh, wow. Once again, just snaps loose. And everybody's coming to pit road now. This could be the money stop. J.W. Miller with fuel only going to win the race off pit road. And once again, Bryce beating off Fontaine on the race to pit road. And Miller coming back in. He must have missed his pit stall. .47 laps to go. Just shy of the 100 lap mark. Again, next week we'll hit Watkins Glen Raceway, upstate New York. Race number 2 of the playoffs. We'll have it for you at 8:45 Eastern Time. Of course, after tonight, next time you'll see us on the air here on the Captain Esports Network will be Friday night, as we've started to stream racing-wise. When you see me in the truck or car racing, I am over on Twitch, actually. So I've been pushing the Twitch channel a lot more on the racing side. So if you want to come join us over on the Twitch channel, it's the same Captain Esports Network over there Friday night for BPRL's trucks. And then Saturday night, I'll be over on the VOR YouTube channel for their Indianapolis 300 that they run each in every season. And then, of course, back here on the YouTube Captain Esports Network page Sunday night for Sim 500. From the Atlanta Motor Speedway. All right, 45 laps to go. Everybody's got four feel goods. Here we go. McEwen holding off Fontaine for now. Getting close back here. Look at Alex Cummings trying to make a comeback. McEwen just went out there and ran the fastest lap of the race in 1874. It's so cool to see how this track has changed. With a coming to iRacing in the multi-grooves. Look at Eldridge there in the 92 truck. Lucas Strayer, who's come back to the 5th position, doing a great job. Involved in a little contact earlier. Oh, he had that truck all crossed up. So in case you haven't figured it out yet, yes, the track is on a hill. Basically, they go downhill to turn 1. And then back up the hill to turn 3 and 4. And that's the way this track layout's always been. Something I never really noticed until iRacing put it out. I was like, wait a minute, it's uneven? I never knew it. All these years I always watched Cup races and at the time Busch races and even Truck Series races here. To pay close attention to notice that the elevation was off here. That's your lead battle right there as they continue to fight it out. Tim Abril back here with JW Miller. This is for 9th. They go around the lap truck of Vicavaci. That's actually not a lap truck. It's battle for position. I'm sorry, Travis. Did not realize Travis was up there in the top 10 fighting. So Miller goes by. Tim Abril looking down to the bottom side as he tries to steal the position away. Oh, Tim, hold on as he's down towards the grass. He does save it, but going to lose a lot of track position from it. As we watch Chris Evans underneath Tyler Brewer getting close. Dalton trying to climb his way back in. Unfortunately, he is a lap down in the 16th position right now. Everybody kind of single and filing out here. And I mentioned that as Alex Cummings dives to the bottom on Lucas Strayer for 5th. A good race tonight. Everybody being respectful and cleaning out, caution out. Looking on the track. Oh, it's Tim Abril in the 88. Looks like he's going around in turn 4. And the 7th caution on the track. What happened to the 88? Maybe a little too much rear brake, spins her around and nudges it into the outside wall. That should put Dalton back on the lead lap, and Bryce McCune coming to pit road. Trey Eldridge and leaders all coming in, but Fontaine stays out. And this might actually be a tire situation. JW, Travis Icavaci, Ben Pierce, Tyler Brewer, Chris Evans all stay out with 25 to go. So these guys might have made their bed. There's some contact going on somewhere. Oh, right here. What's this? Well, this is teamwork at its finest. Says Brent Murphy trying to give some help to his teammate Bondurant here. Justin out of gas or something? It's whatever works. All right, they're double filed up, so we are looking at the top 6 right now. Have stayed out as we'll have 22 laps to go. The first one on tires. Bryce McCune back there in the 7th position with Eldridge, Cummings, and Alphin your top 10. This is definitely going to qualify for a Yahtzee type of move here. Shake up the cup of dice. And let's see what shakes up here with 21 to go. JW spinning the tires a little bit. Everybody's got to be patient. And here come the fresh tires trying to barrel around as Chris Evans right there with Trey Eldridge. Oh, look, contact between the 00 and the 92, and more contact. The 1 also involved. And the drama picking up. Oh, you know what? There was a little bit more to that, I see. Looks like Icavaci almost squeezing Ben a little bit there off of turn 4. We'll look at it one more again here. Watch the 13 and 8. 13 clears himself. Both of them going pretty hard off the corner, and you're going to see the 00 is going to kind of maybe a tight smidgen to the wall, and then there's the contact there. And then the 92 is just going to slide in and make the slightest of contacts. And unfortunately for Lucas Strayer, he was also involved in that. can definitely tell it is playoff time in the Black Horizon Truck Series. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to Hubats for once again sponsoring the Throwback race, the Hubats 180. Should get one to go this time by. As Sam Fontaine looks to score his third career win tonight. Scored his first win at the Twin Ring Motegi road course last season, and then the Roval earlier this season. So this would be his first oval win if he can get it. Takes the inside line here, and here he goes back to green. 13 laps to go. Oh, 92 at 13 with contact. That's a hornet's nest back here. Alfin almost taking Evans 3 wide. Finally does, actually. As McEwen has worked his way to third past Aikavachi. Now remember the Roval race, Aaron Smith had the better car, and Fontaine held him off. Now Bryce McEwen has better tires. Can Fontaine hold him off? As Cummings looking to the inside of Aikavachi. Good bounce back from the 63 tonight. As Bryce passes the 6 for position. Up to second he goes. Will it be a non-playoff driver spoiling the first round? Kuhn sent it down there in the turn one. I thought he was going to run into the 91 there for a second. Fontaine gives him the bottom to a point. Check back here. Something happened to Brandon Alfin because he's all the way back to 13th now. As McEwen to the top side. Fontaine's going to fight him. Leaning on each other. Apparently, if your number's 90 tonight, you're going to have a good race. 4 to go. McEwen drives it really deep into 1 and clears for the lead. Four to go. Let's go back here as here comes Cummings with the fresher tires also. Trey Eldridge as Fontaine gets loose. Oh, they're leading on each other. You could not get any closer. Oh, now they're really bumping into each other. White flag, final lap for Bryce McCune as the battle continues for second. Oh no! And the 92 is going to spin himself. And I'm over here choking. Bryce McCune will become the 5th first-time winner in Season 6. As Fontaine second, Miller, Cummings, and Tim Averill finish in top 5. I got my voice so high, I start choking over here. Good grief. Yeah, there's one for the highlight reel. On the bio, on the Great Lakes Truck Series website, Bryce McCune does have listed North Wilkesboro as his favorite track. And tonight he is in victory lane, getting the first win for TIX Racing. Fontaine will extend that point lead after a second-place run for him. Great job by him. And J.W. Miller, great third-place finish. Alex Cummings coming back for a 4th. And unfortunately for drivers like Brandon Alphin, Trey Eldridge, Bondurant, Brett Murphy, back to the drawing board, unfortunately for them. The best news out of that is the fact that we did have 2 drivers not here tonight, so that is going to help them out. And I have a feeling that motor's not coming back. And boom goes the dynamite. As we look at the finishing order tonight, Bryce McCune gets his first career win. Fontaine second, Miller third, Alex Cummings and Tim Averill your top 5. Ike Avanci, great 6th place run for him. Lucas Strayer 7th. I don't know why Lucas's name will not come up with the P on it for some reason. I got to look into that. He is in the playoffs. Tyler Brewer 8th. Ben Pierce 9th, and Drift finishes 10th. Chris Evans 11th. Brandon Alphin 12th. Trey Eldridge finishing 13th. Sean Peachin 14th. Cedric Ingram 15th there. What happened to Sean? I didn't see that. Jason Dalton 16th. Robert Lucan 17th. Bondurant, Murphy, Telder, Cam Ingram finishing 21st. 22nd, obviously Jason Clark did not run in the race, but a fantastic one tonight. And a good night for a couple of playoff drivers. We'll talk to those guys right now. And let's start with J.W. Miller, who finishes in the 3rd position tonight. J.W., congratulations, man. Great 3rd place run. Great pit strategy for you as you were able to stay out there at that last stop and maintain.
Yeah, we had a good race. Being in 8th place there after the caution, I just figured, why not stay out and see what we could do. And luckily the track position worked.
Was it one of those where you felt that doing that kind of move would benefit you more maybe, or maybe even a lack of falling back potentially? Even if you did fall back, you wouldn't maybe fall as far?
Well, we were kind of hoping, me and Chris and those guys were kind of hoping for another caution there with maybe, 10 or 15 to go to use our last set. And then that just never happened. So, yeah, I was kind of just, running the outside and trying to hold on to that track position. It worked pretty good.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job. Great 3rd place run, and it's a pretty good points night, I'd say, for you.
Yeah, definitely. That's what you like to see going into the playoffs. First race to have a good race. So, yeah.
Not to mention, not too shabby of a road course driver, and then, of course, Indianapolis, where you won at last season.
Well, knock on wood. Glenn's never been my best road course, but we'll definitely have a good chance at it, I think.
Well, great job tonight. Shout out to whoever likes you, buddy.
Yeah, shout out shockguru.com for being on the truck. Find all your snowmobile shock, ATV, UTV, and side-by-side stuff there. Shout out to everybody over at Ace Racing. Shout out to all the admins at Great Lakes who put on such a great show. And shout out to you for broadcasting.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations on your P3, and we will see you on the road course next week.
See ya.
Absolutely, buddy. J.W. Miller finishing in the third position this evening, as we'll let him get down to wherever he's going. Yeah, second place finisher tonight, and I'm sure going to be the more disappointed one tonight. If I had to take a guess, then again, he might be excited, actually, because he's going to extend his point lead after round one of the playoffs, which is exactly the goal. Where's he at? Oh, there he is, up here. He's up here chatting already with people. Fontaine finishes second tonight. Sam, I got to think, obviously disappointed that you lost the race, but on the positive side of things, you extend your point lead.
Yeah, totally. No, I'm not really disappointing. I had a ton of fun racing the guys. They had fresher tire at the end, and we kind of get screwed with the last caution. But man, we had a blast tonight. It was fun.
I was gonna say you did you made that truck about as wide as you could make it.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried. Trying to keep my car clean too, but
Right.
yeah, no, I really tried my best to race a guy with what I had, and at the end, I think we got a pretty good fight for the last couple laps. So
Now it was
was
definitely
fun.
exciting to watch, man. But great momentum, and I know obviously you have been doing some open wheel racing a lot lately, and here we come to Watkins Glen next week, and I know you've sharpened up on those road course skills a little bit.
Yeah, gonna have to practice a little bit though. It's been a while that I drove like the trucks on road, so we will see. But yeah, looking forward to it for sure.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job, and oh, by the way, your only 2 wins in the series have come on road courses, so that might help a little bit too. But great job, and shout out to you like to, bud.
Yeah, man. Everyone in the leagues, great race tonight. Like every drivers, the guys in my team, Jason, and yeah, I mean, all of the guys from the league. So you too, Chris, for the nice broadcast. Thanks.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations on the second place finish.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. Sam Fontaine, second place finisher tonight. And as we go to Victory Lane, we'll talk to our newest first-time winner. I just could not believe it when I read it. Our, fifth first-time winner in the season. And some might argue that people thought that maybe Brandon Alphin might be the guy that goes to Victory Lane for the first time on the TIX team, but it is Bryce McCune who goes to Victory Lane tonight. Let's drag him up. This young man, a real good short track driver, and Bryce couldn't help but notice on the page it said that North Wilkesboro is one of your favorite tracks, and you definitely took advantage of tires tonight in a great battle with Sam, and here you are, first career victory.
Yep, this time I had a fight from behind, and this time I got to keep it. So it was definitely a great race for me. Definitely my favorite track and my best track on the sim, and just happy every time we come here.
Yeah, talk about obviously how, I guess, is it a positive feel knowing that you're not in the playoffs and you went and did this, or is it more of a darn if only if?
It's just more of a like I had a crappy start at the beginning, and that's all my fault. I got into other people's stuff, and people got into my stuff, and just winning in general. That's what our team really needed, and what I really wanted is to just win in this league, and I'm really happy I got it done.
Absolutely, man. It was a great battle. Talk about that fight with Sam a little bit.
Yeah, no, it was intense at the end. I thought I never knew what was going to happen because of what happened at Dover, but I was happy to send it in on him in turn 3, and he like held it off and really did a great job. And coming into 1, I knew that the only chance I really had at passing him was to send it on his outside, and I got right to his right rear, and he gave me just the right amount of space, and it was just good hard racing, battling. And if you have that top side at this track, you're set up for victory. And so it was a lot of fun.
Well, great job tonight, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Yep, I gotta thank Dale's Pools, TIX Racing. Let me pull up my thing here. Drive Business Solutions, Strata for sure. Strata's the big one. BryceMcCune.com, and of course Captain Esports Network. If it wasn't for you, no one would get to see us win. So I got to thank you for that.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight, Bryce. Go celebrate, and congratulations.
I will definitely be celebrating. Thank you.
Bad boy. Bryce McCune, your winner tonight's here in North Wilkesboro, as he called it, his favorite track there. You can definitely hear a little bit of relief, I think, in that conversation there, but great job on his part. Great race tonight. I know we had 8 cautions, but you know what? The strategy, the racing, I've pointed it out now why I believe that North Wilkesboro might be my favorite short track on iRacing. The fact that this track just spreads out. I don't know what they did different on this track, but they need to work on it on all the tracks. I think that would make all the short tracks really cool to race. So great job to iRacing with this track. It was definitely a fun one to watch this evening. So round 1 of the playoffs is over. Next week it's Watkins Glen International, 8:45 Eastern Time. We'll be back on the air for that. Of course, 9 o'clock green flag for the final road course of the season on the 2.45-mile road course, which, by the way, was redone on iRacing. This will be the first time you see it redone with the truck series here, so that should make this a lot of fun. So congratulations to Bryce McCune. Congratulations to all the drivers tonight on a fantastic race. And always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!
Brickyard.